Hi guys, Matt Dorr here with Doormat Media. Just doing another video on topics to help new disc golf players get into the sport, pick the right discs, all of that good stuff. You'll also find more information about disc golf and what I'm doing as a player on my blog. I'm putting the link right here below. Definitely check that out. It's quality stuff. I'd love to get your guys' feedback on that and see what you think about what I'm doing. But I'm a rec player, which means I'm still new to the sport. But I've been playing for a year, and I feel like I could help some new players make some decisions, answer some questions that I didn't have anybody around to answer, to help them get into the sport. Our video today, we're going to talk about stability. Stability is a big term in the disc golf world. It has to do with how a disc flies. Now, stability also goes hand in hand with what we call flight numbers. I'm going to do an article about flight numbers because that'll be a lot easier to explain and for you to understand reading through it rather than me trying to explain it on video. So right now, we're only going to be talking about stability. We'll leave flight numbers. That'll be coming out very soon as well for those who want to know what those numbers are. Like, if you look at the front of this disc, you'll see that those numbers on the bottom. That actually tells you a lot about what the disc is supposed to do. And I will explain that in an article on my blog, which again, the link will be down below. Please follow. That way you can keep up to date with what I'm doing. Also, like this video if you like it. Subscribe to my channel. Let me know how I'm doing. Okay, let's get into stability. There's three main categories of stability. There's stable, there's understable, and there's overstable. Now, stable, a good example of a stable disc for my arm speed, which is it's a little different for everybody. If you have a really fast, strong arm speed, this disc might not do the same as somebody with my arm speed or somebody who's just starting and has a slow arm speed. But for my arm speed, this Neutron Plastic MVP Octane is a stable disc. That means if I hold the disc flat, when I release it flat, it'll fly straight for most of its flight, and then either pan off to the left or to the right, depending on how I hold the disc. So stability, a good way to think about stability is, how is the disc going to fly when I throw it flat? So stable means it'll have a mostly straight flight pattern. Now, understable means that if you throw the disc flat, it'll fade off during its flight. It's going to fade off to the right. That's it's depending on where you are playing when you're playing on a course. Say if you're on the tee pad and there's a bunch of trees and the basket's off to the right, that's a good disc to pick because you can throw it flat and it'll end up fading off to the right anyways. This is Barney. He's wanting to be a part of my video. But this is a Proton Plastic MVP Wave. This is an understable disc, so on a flat release, it's going to fly straight and fade to the right. And then there's also overstable, which means if you throw it flat, it's going to fly straight and then fade off to the left. So if you're on a tee pad and the basket's off to the left, or you need to get around something to throw it towards the tee pad and it's to the left, it's good to use an overstable disc. Now these are all drivers. You can also have stable, understable, and overstable putters and mid-range discs. So when you walk into the disc golf shop, knowing what stability is will help you decide, what kind of disc you need. And like I said, my article about flight numbers will also help you pinpoint the specific disc which will work best for you. My name is Matt Dorr with Doormat Media. All my contact links and social media are down below. Please give me a follow, give me a thumbs up if you like this, and we'll catch you on the next one.